sometimes it's easy to forget that this is a fight, that this is an athletic competition. That may sound like a strange thing to say, because there's so much discussion, and rightly so, about the meaning of this fight and the importance of this fight, the symbolism of this fight. And, you know, you still have to remember that beyond all that, these are two athletes preparing for a fight. This is a boxing match after all. It's not something they're doing to elevate, you know, everything. This is a boxing match. They each want to win. There are career implications. Now, notwithstanding that, each of them has taken on the challenge of representing women's boxing. And that should not be taken as a given, because it would be very easy as a competitor to say, hey, I'm not going to get into that. I'm here to train for a fight. Ask me about the fight, and I'll talk about it. You guys tell me what it means afterwards. That would be the easier thing to do. That would be the simpler thing. That would be the thing that brings less obligation, less challenge here. But what Claressa and what Christina have done is accept that mantle, accept that challenge, you know, and take on those discussions and willingly do that, and not just promote their fight, but also engage in discussions about what the future of women's boxing is and how to elevate women's boxing. And that is a whole nother level of not just press obligations, but sort of physical and mental fatigue. You know, being asked over and over again, what does this mean for women's boxing? Women's boxing, women's boxing. And I'm sure they're tired of talking about women's boxing at this point and just want to fight. So I have to acknowledge and give credit to each of them, to Claressa and to Christina, for taking on that challenge, because it is something that I think, again, makes this process much more difficult, and it's something they're doing for selfless reasons. It's not because either one of them gets something out of it. It's really for the advancement of the sport as a whole and women's boxing as a whole. So I think they deserve a lot of credit. It's something that maybe could get overlooked. And for that fact, I consider this fight already a success. This event already is a success. I know there's one big piece that still remains, and I'm very excited to see that. And I know that Claressa and Christina are very excited to get in the ring, and very anxious to get in the ring. But at this point, what this promotion has done, and really what these two women have done, is advance the conversation and advance the dialogue. And we're seeing a different type of conversation about women's boxing. And it's my hope, and I'm sure it's their hope as well, that this persists well beyond this event, that we're entering a new era of women's boxing. Having said that, I'm looking forward to Saturday night, and thank you all for coming.
Thank you, Stephen. And on that, I want to say that Showtime support for Claressa, for Christina, for women's boxing has really, I feel as a boxing fan, raised the awareness of women's boxing in the United States, definitely, and throughout the world. And I think that women everywhere have benefited as a result of this fight, and as a result of Claressa fighting on Showtime for as long as she has. So thank you, Stephen. We know the main event is great, but we also have a great televised undercard, and the co-feature, I believe the best American heavyweight, Jermaine Franklin, is going to make his Showtime debut against Rydell Booker. And in the opening fight, we're going to have a world-ranked 20-0 heavyweight from Sweden. He is an example of when dreams and hard work come true. He's born and raised in a small town in Sweden that didn't really have any great boxers. And he believed and dreamed to be a world champion since he was a young boy. And now he's ranked number 5 in the world. He's 20-0. He's fighting in a network that has the heavyweight champion of the world in Deontay Wilder. So it's the best place to be for him. And he's been training in New York City with former world champion Joe Gamache. And I'd like to invite Owen to say a few words.
Thank you, Dmitry. Hey guys, it's nice to be here. I want to thank Salida Promotions, Showtime for putting on this show. I think it's great for boxing and for women's boxing that two top girls fight each other. And once while while we talk about how to elevate women's boxing, I think that I want to say that I think they should be able to fight 3-minute rounds and 12 rounds as well. I don't think I mean, there shouldn't be any difference. I'm sure they're as fit as us, and I wouldn't want to fight any of these girls. But yeah, as far as me, I come from a small town in Sweden. I started boxing in a basement when I was 15 years old. Could never have dreamed about making it here. I mean, I was dreaming about it, but I wasn't sure. Now I'm here in the US, I'm 20 now, and I'm ready to make a statement on Saturday. So, yeah, thanks to everybody for showing up, and see you Saturday.
For a great fight to happen, it takes two to tango. And in Christina Hammer, we have a long-time reigning and defending world champion, who's a two-division world champion. She has been a dominant force in the middleweight division. She's very popular in Germany and in Europe. And for those of you that have seen All Access know how prepared she is and how focused mentally and physically she is for this fight. And you know, it takes special courage and championship character to fly to another country and to put her worth on the line and to try and show, to prove that she's the best. So a lot of respect to Christina Hammer. I'd like Christina to say some words about it.
Hello everybody, I'm so glad to be here. Thank you for Showtime for this great opportunity. I'm very happy that I can be Saturday night in the ring and get all these belts and unificate that fight and the middleweight championship. And yeah, I'm ready, and we both undefeated. The people want to see this fight. We got this fight, and that's all what I have to say. And now everything talk is over. Now it's time to fight. It's hammer time.
Thank you, Christina. Claressa Shields has passed every test ever put in front of her. She grew up in Flint, Michigan, one of the toughest, if not the toughest place to grow up in the United States. She's won her first Olympic gold medal at 17, barely old enough to qualify. She followed that up with a second Olympic gold medal, and in between has won the Pan Am Games, the World Championships, the Nationals, and really every amateur tournament. Claressa, as we know, has been dominant as a pro, winning a world title in her fourth professional fight, and then following that up with another division world title, a sixth professional fight. On April 13th, Claressa is going to have her toughest test in Christina Hammer, and it is a very anticipated fight. As you saw in All Access, Claressa has gone back to Colorado to conduct a big part of her training camp, and this is a fight that she takes very seriously. So we'd like to invite Claressa to say some words about his preparations.
I wanted to see everybody first before I took my glasses off. Well, I want to thank everybody for just coming out to the fight. It's been a fun training camp. I've had fun with you guys in the media. I think this fight is, you know, it's not as big as women's boxing can get, but it's the beginning of something great. I'm really just done with all the talking, you know what I mean? One, I will say while she's here, I don't know why you would lie to this man and say I missed weight, but that was some dumbass shit. One. Two, you know, women's boxing is so much bigger than what people make it seem like. I'm glad with the All Access, you can see that I do train hard. I do spar against the men. I can go 3-minute rounds for 12 rounds. And, you know, just to show that women's boxing has been around for a long time and we haven't got our just due. So I'm happy that now we're getting everything except for right now, I just have to say we don't have the equal pay yet. And I think that we're getting there. Saturday, she signed up for something she shouldn't have signed up for. I'm sorry to tell you, I think that Christina Hammer is, I love the fact that she's 24-0, 11 knockouts. And I'm 8-0 with 2 knockouts because people look at me and they say, oh, she's not a knockout puncher, or she's not this, or she's not that, or on paper, I've fought against anybody you can put me against, and I've been an underdog on paper. Canna Gabriel's 18-1-1. She has 3 world titles at 154. I beat her. Tori Nelson, 17-0 when I fought her. Beat her. And people still saying that I'm not the greatest one of all time. When I beat Christina Hammer on Saturday, everybody in here, every news station, every reporter, everybody that ever doubted me, I want your heading to be Shields nails the hammer. Because she's going to get nailed. She's going to get hurt April 13th. I'm telling you, it's not even a game. Like, Christina Hammer has never been hurt before. She has been dropped. Nobody wants to show the footage, but I got it. And I'll tell you, April 13th is not going to be good for Christina Hammer, but I'm happy she's here. She's a tough opponent, but I beat girls way stronger, way taller, and way faster than her over and over and over again. And I can't wait to do it Saturday.
Thank you so much for coming. Both champions will be available for interviews. We're going to do a face-off now.
Matt, we got to disconnect the, excuse me.
Yeah, this one here.
After the face-off, folks, we'll have print reporters with Claressa at this table here. If you'd like to sit, and we'll ask Christina to be on the far side of the banner for some video interviews, some of you guys with the videos and an iPhone we can do on the far side. And then we'll swap the mic. Or we'll swap the mic.
Thanks, Steph. Give me a chance to get back here.
The rain in. You get your ass whooped.
Face out to the cameras, ladies, please. Face out to the camera in the back.
I can feel you shivering. I can feel your heartbeat right now. What? What? I ain't doing it. I don't feel safe.
All right, ladies. Thank you.
You ain't saying nothing now. All that shit you been talking, but now you all quiet. Say something. I'm gonna show your ass. I'm gonna show you. And like I said, y'all saying she's 5'11". We the same goddamn height. You might get worried.
All right.
You see the shoulder?
Thank you.
You see my shoulder?
Christina, right here, please.
She ain't that big, bro. I'm telling you. Ain't that big.
Talk your talk. MRecktv.
Step to your right.
Talk your talk. Okay. MRecktv.
Stills, back up a little, please. I got to see the belts.
Straight out to the video camera in the back, ladies. Let us know when you're good, Anthony.
I'm good, Anthony.
Stephanie, let us know.
Yep. Right here, please. Dimitri down with the belt.
Okay, thank you. All right, so again, if you have a video, if you'd like to do a video interview with Christina, we'll start here on this side. Print with Claressa.
We live. I know what it is. We live at the press conference, MRecktv.
Yeah, just trying to record us there.
At the steakhouse. You dig me? Let me make my rounds.
Here, yeah. Okay.
Nah, just wait.
We don't have too much time, so we want to do a little bit of it together.
Thank you for the light.
That's daylight. That's daylight. You should go tungsten. You're on daylight. Oh, yeah, so.
Smash the like button. Live on MRecktv.
How does it feel to be in the biggest women's boxing match of all Is this the hardest time to train for a fight?
I don't want to perform at a level
Claressa, what pressure is on you in terms of being the face of boxing? I mean, we're not relying only on your skills, we're also relying on you to be out there to be the face of boxing, the gift of the gab. Talk a little bit about how you're representing basically all of women's boxing right now.
lot of.
No, I think it works there.
You know, I'm not afraid to say how I feel, and I'm definitely not afraid to come on here now. Get the meeting.
Claressa, question. Espinosa touched on this. He lauded both of you guys for taking responsibility and trying to lift up women's boxing as a whole. It doesn't sound like that has moved on you at all. But it does sometimes because it's just easier. It just not have expectations. This is the auditorium. Does it ever weigh in?
Like I said, it's true. How I was 6 weeks later, happy, happy. At the same time, I worked so hard, like, I'm pissed off. Like, I'm really grateful to release my rage on the inside and let it all out. I was grateful. I used to grateful. But don't touch me. I can't fight it. Everything I'm like,
Did I see a reference, correct me if I'm wrong, perhaps you tweeted out saying something like, I'm just going to be me, I'm going to say what I want to say. I spoke to, I think, Andre Ward, who said, you just do you. If you want to trash talk, you trash talk. Is this something that you debate internally in your mind, and do you seek out sort of these veterans like a Ward and say, what do you think about it in this social media age that we're in especially? You can be quiet, you can be silent, or you can say what's on your mind. You're going to be stirring the pot if you do. Is that something you debate internally?
I used to debate it internally when I first turned professional because there was so much that women boxers when I looked at it. You know, talking trash was not. They looked down on me for that when I first turned professional. Me saying I was one of the greatest amateur boxers in the United States was them trying to say that I shouldn't say that. It was like everything I'm saying is fact. So when I got to the point within myself, I know it is a fact that I am a decorated amateur USA boxer. I won the Pan American Games, the Olympics twice, World Championships twice, continental, anything you can think of international or national, I won. So I am the most decorated amateur boxer in the United States. You know, so that was fact. And then it went from.
We have our Stephanie's with us. We'll get you the picture.
That to me to the trash bag, and people were like, "That's not ladylike. That's not class." But the men do it all the time, and I'm like, how do they expect us to sell women's boxing when I see you? I'm on like down the dressing here, when I'm shaking hands, you want to show titties. Like, that's not boxing. That's not what's boxing. I mean, it got people out there who were saying women's boxing is so wacky, you want to see them boxing. You don't want to see me boxing. You want to see me fight. It's not a talk show. We are really putting our life on boxing.
Do you answer, say, a tweet, where if someone tweets that at you, do you answer that, or you say, no, I'm just going to get into it?
It's certain stuff that I will respond to, but I wouldn't respond to that. That's just my and it's like a lot of some people out who are out there, but as far as the trash talk, the debate between that stopped after the interview. Because they've always told me to be nice to Christina, to be nice to him, and I was. I'm very respectful. But then when it gets to a point where I'm being respectful, and I'm
You get one without these guys?
I don't stand for that kind of stuff. You know, I don't want to see what I'm not doing. And I'm going to do what I say something back to her, and I may go even a little further. Can I get one right here? I don't like feeling like they can get over on me before I get upset. I feel like that's not fair. I should have to fight my team. Like, I get back up to you, and I say, you put the man in here who takes right now, he's dead. That's how I get back up.
Claressa, Jimmy here from Boxing Action Magazine again. Now, you talked about your accolades. You're one of the more accomplished women's boxers in history. You said that you're looking to dominate every round from the get-go against the Hammers. Are you looking possibly for a knockout during the fight?
I believe that when I first started training, even back in November, I was thinking to myself, when I fight I can't win majority of the rounds in this fight. But then after doing this training camp and how hard it's been and just sparring, I believe that I can get the knockout, and I will. I won't go out there looking for it. I'm not going to go out crazy for it. I'm definitely going to use a lot of my vision IQ. I mean, I have a great game. That's why me and
possibly, or is it one game plan? It's going to be your will, and it's just that's what it's going to be.
I'm going to do what I want to do.
Okay.
For this particular fight, would it be fair to say is this the most important fight in your career? Outside of this outside of winning the Olympic gold medals, fighting a champion from Germany, the history of Joe Louis, fighting Max London, would this be the biggest fight in your career?
At the moment, I believe I'll have bigger fights.
Going forward.
I mean, I'm only 24. My career doesn't end here.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You know, so this is just one of them.
Yeah.
This is like when Canelo fought against Floyd. That's where I'm at right now.
Yes.
I'm Canelo.
Okay.
I'm gonna win, but this is like the fight there. Like this is the fight to open the door.
Yeah.
And then after that,
take it to another level.
Exactly. So this is just one of them. But it's the biggest fight for the community.
Can you speak on the importance of this fight as it relates to your community, your hometown, Flint?
No, we've always been survivors. We've always showed up when people thought they weren't.
Standing up here with your Hammer, change the words on social media. How are you able to compose yourself?
I just want to say something. You know, first of all, we're talking all that trash that believe you can do it to satisfy me and say it to my face. So I know it's not what people saying. I'm his weight, lies. She's bigger than me, she's stronger than me, lies. If she was that, if she really felt that way, I would have felt that energy from her. What I felt from her, her lip was different. She didn't want to say nothing. She just was looking at me thinking we gonna face off. When I said something to her back, it was like she was caught up in here. She didn't even know what to say back. Say anything. I know somebody's scared when I
We have a couple questions from Keith, and then we're going to move to the ring. Thanks.
Come get your 10 stories.
Well, we gotta figure this out tomorrow. When you think Friday, we have a special. Thursdays I work.
That they've been promoted for years. They also announced about 2 months all that means is they gave us everything equal. Showed me that just one more.
All together.
I'm gonna have the belt. Ese flaquito es el mejor escritor que hay ahora.
People will say that she's, I believe, 38 or something like that, and old, but she don't have much. She's, bigger and stronger than all the girls that she was. Yeah. Looks like, but with only 11 knockouts.
Like I sent you the video clips.
When you look at that, you're like, why isn't the knockout? Let's not look at myself. And I know for a fact, people talk about my power. They talk about my all the girls I know it's okay, God. It's not phone.
You said, oh, going back or whatever.
I'm trying to win around. So I can only do so many minutes.
2.5 hours.
So I think that 3 minutes you can wear your opponent down, see your
mean, it's like it's over so fast that M.Reck back out there again for 2 minutes. I mean, I'll right at the end of 151, like 149. They need to go and still surviving because I mean, only 10 seconds, only 20 seconds, but could you imagine having to survive a minute and 30 seconds, a whole minute after she got hurt? That's difficult.
So you thought that right there at times during your fight. I would get this woman out of here, basically.
I think that after the fight, when I watch footage and I see that even with the Tim Herman fight, how I hurt her, she was out of there. You know, as soon as I tried to get it, bell ring, the fight's over. Same thing when I actually her head ran fourth round and maybe 8th round or something. Still again, once again, right at the end of the round, both times. You know, to withstand and make it through.
That say, oh, she's not a big puncher, because we kind of, that's something you kept to yourself more, or if there was another minute for each round, making it more knockouts and other very much more knockouts.
No, I haven't seen much better, but I've done my because at first I was like, I don't care about fighting. Whatever. But when I think about the equality of the equal to equal, so I can't want to get paid like amount of money. And that's the point that some trolls, some people have made. And I mean, like, I control the price. They were correct on that, sure. But it's like, we can't control that. Those are not rules that enforce. How long has it been here? By us. You know, I think that the organization, now with the new era of athletes, there are more women athletes than there were back then. Who actually put their life around being in boxing and get prepared. We can go for the 8th round, we can go for the 12th round. I think it's just having to get them to the
Hi, man. Nice to meet you. How are you guys doing? Watch out. That's what I'll tell you later. Watch out.
Protecting us from ourselves. Women's bodies are here to be treated mental around. And my dad's self are not here.
See? My dad's
there was so much going on, but I wanted to say when I got up there, I'm 24 years old. I've been grown for a very long time. I don't need to protect somebody. That's the case who often protect men because they have more knockouts than men because of the 3 men. 12. So protection, that's the case you need support. You need to be fair and give the same opportunity. And that's what 3 minutes and 12 rounds is.
You're not trying to say something when you came back, or
I was focused on the fight. And then also, too, I had key points that I wanted to say when I went up.